start by putting these together. What you've got from here is some holes. So you make sure the holes go to the same side. Just slot them in. Fold this in half, going with a hole there, hole goes to this side. And everything's got the holes lining up. And you just in here, just pull this half moon forward, slot it in, just keep it like that. This then slots into this part here. Got to have these bits folded down. Again, you've got a hole on here, line up the holes on that same side. In there, and you bring the sides up, fold them round, and just lock them in the sides here. Again, around this side, might get trapped a little bit on here, but just fold them round, slot it in. Once you down the sides, just fold in and up there, both sides. One half done. And you fold these, all the sides going in. You've got this as well. Just make sure that folds down that way. And then one goes up and over. These go. Fold these out here and thread that through. Locking it in place there. Place there. On one side, just do the other, fold up through there again, and then lock it all, slots together. There. That's the smaller side. Two back panels, both exactly the same. Open them up, they fold them round, and you can slot the big sides together. These locks, you've got 3 tabs either side. Pop them in. Once that's done, pick up one end, fold these side flaps in, getting it straight. Then the big one comes down and we'll slot into there, and that one slots into there. Helps keep it a bit flatter. Going on the bottom, flaps there, fold them in, fold 2 tabs in. There you are, and that's one half of your back. Right, to do the cam part, just push down on this top section here, and it should open up so it hits there. That's formed that. You've got this top part here, just fold and slot these 2 together, and they should just, it's a little tight, but they should just sit. There to take up the void, and then you've got the very top of it, again, just sits in. Top there, the can's done. Right, from the bottom of the bottle, what you need to do is, again, it's very similar to the can, push down there until it goes in. But you're going to need to locate this now onto the small side. What you've got at the bottom here is 2 little slits, and they're going to slot into there. It's easier to do it this way on there. It should just sit on there, but if they get stuck, you should be able to sort of just look down and have a bit of an idea where it's going. Once it's in, you give it a little push, make sure it's all in place, and that should be locked on there. Next bit is the bottle top. This one, you need to get around the top here, just give it a bit of a stretch at the top there because it's quite tight first time you do this, just to make sure it's going to eat out into a circle. Turn it over and push this down. You've got to pull these bits right out so they sit all the way out. Then you've got this bridge bit where you've got these little tabs in here that try and locate those in the slots there. And it should, in turn, hopefully, just, could be a bit tight, hold it in place open. The next thing, you need to fold this up, the post bit up, just roll it around, lock it with the tabs. And then slot that into here till it sits flat. Give it a little wiggle and then it goes. Right, then this bit, you turn this over and throw that into the top of the can, and again it's all the way down to there. You then got the 2 rings, which is the smallest one goes on first, the biggest one goes on first. These little lugs, if you just try and get them on the glue seam, just alleviates it a little bit. That goes all the way down, and it should sit just about 5-10 mils below the rim of this bottom of the can. The next one goes over with the big cutout. Again, that can sort of go wherever it goes. And you just push it down until it sort of sits about 30 mils away. And to finish it off, you have this little collar. Open him up. Where you've got the glue flaps here, they need to locate him here. So, right over, pop them down, and push it till it sort of sits nice and snug, and then you're done. Right, stick the first back power. You've got slots more to this side. There's little bridges in here. You might need to break the seal depending on which one you're putting in. Just push them in, and then they sit so they locate inside this slot here and over these little bits there. Hopefully that just sits. It's a little bit fiddly. One short in. Make sure those flaps are out the way, and then it should just slide in until it follows all the way to the ground. Then you've got the second one, which again goes in the smaller one. This is slightly easier to put in. Make sure all these are pushed down and in the way, and again it just sort of finds its way in there. Sits in. Then you need to bring these two together as close as you can. These locks, bear with me, I'll come over here. Just fold them. They're at 2 different lengths, so they shouldn't be too bad, and they just go into the slots there to sort of hold them together. You've got one at the top, one at the bottom. So, you might need to give this a bit of a push, and then the same on the back. Hold it all together. with the main head of it, it's going to sit with a bit of a zigzag, like so. It's got some supports on the bottom of it, these. Now on these outward ones, which are these, you have the short distance to the front, and they just slot in. So the middle one has the big distance, and this one again on this side has the short. And that just slots in there. Now you've got to take all of this, throw them on the top, and line it all up. It's easy to start at one side. The ends have got little wings in there. Fold them over either side. Either one. Slot him in. Now, they should open up when it gets in. Now, follow around here. You've got slots here for all of these. Just sort of thread them in as you go. Pushing in. And push it all home. Make sure those things, the little wings unlock. And there's that bit. I'll stick the Cause logo into the top. Again, this just has some wings on it. Fold those over. Slot them into the top slot. And they should open up. Again, do it on the other side. And that goes there. The next bit is the slogan. This has got little hooks on it. And these are just going to hook in either side. Yeah. The next bit is the trees section. Just open this up. You've got little tabs on here, and they're going to locate in the slots in the back here. If you don't get them all in, it's not the end of the world. But if you get at least the outside ones. Just push it down. Sits. Next bit. This side panel, this will go, again, it's got little slot tabs in it, and they will just slot into the slots in the side of this. There we go. And then you've got the can. What you've got there, you've got a little lug there that's going to sit in here. Then the last bit is roll your pallet in. I'll throw this on the front. Okay. A few little tabs. Either side, and job.